if it's defective, please feel free this morning. Let's know what's going on with that vehicle. Yes, I was speaking with someone yesterday, and the person said that his car is not feeling well and is receiving treatment. I said, where? Is it at an hospital or where? So if you have that kind of car, yes, please, you can contact the expert here in the building. We have an auto doctor in the building who can help you diagnose and give prognosis for whatever might be wrong with the vehicle. Yes, I'm your shotgun rider on the show this morning, and my name is Aderonke Irewole. Yes, I'm not alone. Yes, I'm not an auto expert. Yes, I'm just here, to help ward off some bandits who might want to do some things, some stuff. So I have the expert already behind the wheels, and this morning we're not having Engineer Shonaike. We have someone who is even more better than Engineer Shonaike. Yes, I hope. Yes, Dr. K is not listening. So I have Tokunbo Adegoju in the building this morning. I told him yesterday, I said women are taking over the automotive industries, and Tokunbo is blazing the trail so well. So she's here this morning, yes, to continue what she has started. Good morning to you, Tokunbo.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm
Happy New Year.
I wish you the same, but
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been a long
not really long.
It's been a long time. That's what I can say.
But now that you are saying that, she knows better than Dr.
He said it yesterday.
No,
he said it yesterday himself. So I'm only trying to brush up what he said.
I actually listened and I heard him say that.
Yes,
I'm old and rested. But when you look at it, he has the experience.
Yes, he does.
And see, we are dealing with all this new generation cars.
I told him, I said, yes, you cannot build a new generation if you don't have old generation.
Exactly.
I know.
So you won't say that I know better than me.
But then, well, let's...
Okay. You would say that, I don't know what to say.
Yes, now, talking about the new generation now, so you are blazing the trail. So he believes that because you fall into that category, you are better than him. I think that's the interpretation. Let's just leave it there. Okay, so let's take a round of your locations.
All right, we'll have a center located at Ayobo.
Okay.
We'll have it at number 1 Amule bus stop, opposite Petrocam Gas, Ayobo. Then we have another center located at Ikeja. It's inside Corner Fuel Station, opposite Correctional Center, Kudirat Abiola Way, Ikeja. Then we have the head office located at Ilupeju at plus 192 Agege Motor Road. It's off Ilupeju bypass, beside Crystal Estate, Ilupeju, Lagos. If you want to buy parts, engine oil, Polytron, we have 5W30 engine oil, blended with Polytron. We also have 5W20 engine oil, blended with Polytron. We have the Polytron or brake pads, air filter, oil filters, all branded AUTOMEDICS. You can call these numbers 080-8080-6686, 080-8080-6686, or 080-3829-2296, 080-3829-2296. Also, if you want to make inquiries concerning our CNG conversion, we convert vehicles from petrol engine to CNG, compressed natural gas, and there is also loan financing for those that cannot afford to pay the money once. So you can call this number to contact AUTOMEDICS Limited concerning CNG, 080-3829-2296, 080-3829-2296.
All right. Thank you so much, Tokunbo Adegoju. Right. So let's talk some traffic. Right. I've got some updates here to reiterate and to also keep you abreast of. Okay. And this one talks about a broken down loaded Dangote trailer which is having a gear problem at Mowo Inwards Journey Badagry along Lagos Badagry Expressway, and it's occupying 50% of the road. A tow truck has been contacted by the owner for evacuation, and the movement has been diverted from Musafejo Inwards Journey Ijaniki. It does not have much effect on vehicular movement, okay? At the moment, hopefully things will get better, and also with the help of our traffic managers also working assiduously to ensure things things are under control. So please do ensure you cooperate with them. Okay, there's also an ongoing maintenance work by men of Lagos State Ministry of Infrastructure on 3rd Mainland Bridge by Irewole Aderonke in was Unilag waterfront. So we have men on ground doing the needful. All right. So just ensure you keep your eyes on the road and keep it within speed limit. It's on 3rd Mainland Bridge. Okay. So we still have about 50% of the road open for vehicular movement. So, and also we have a falling container. Okay, at Abati Barracks in Fadegi. All right, is still receiving attention. Okay, so traffic managers are like that to keep me posted regarding these impediments. Okay, let's know its impact on traffic, so we can help motorists, who might want to make use of that stretch of the road. So please keep me posted. I'll be here till about midday. Okay. Right. The show is AUTOMEDICS, and we talk about your vehicles. We help you fix your cars. So feel free this morning to join us. You can call us on 009-9120-777. You can send a message to that number. And you can call us on 091-538-777. 091-538-777. Okay. So now that we have Tokunbo in the building, right, so we started a conversation yesterday, and we were talking about fuel injection system. Right, Karimat was here alongside Engineer K. So we really spoke so much about that topic. So, and I would like us to look at the technologies, that's the emerging technologies in this system, the emerging technologies in fuel injection.
Okay.
What are they, and how does it impact, this service or this process? How does it affect it?
All right. I remember that we talked about the types of the methods of fuel injection, talking about the port injection and the gasoline injection, gasoline direct injection. Now, they have their advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
And so we know that gasoline direct injection injects fuel directly into the combustion chamber, while port injection injects fuel into the intake manifold. But now, their disadvantages is that for port injection, you don't have, so you won't have that power output that you get when you use gasoline direct injection. But port injection, because it sprays directly into the intake manifold, it helps to wash the body of the valves, and so you don't have a lot of carbon. The petrol washes the body of the valve, so you don't have carbon build up, so your valves will close properly. But in the case of gasoline direct injection, because it's injecting directly into the combustion chamber, there is no petrol to wash the body of the valves, so you have a lot of carbon build-up on the valves, and so the valves over time stay open. They don't seal properly, and then you start to have loss of compression. Now, to overcome this disadvantage, manufacturers decide to use the system we call dual injection.
Okay.
Now, the dual injection is such that you would have port injection, so injector nozzles that spray into the intake manifold, then gasoline direct injection that sprays directly into the combustion chamber.
Okay.
So on those vehicles like this, you'd have 2 injector nozzles per cylinder.
Okay.
So that's what we call the dual injection. So depending on the performance, it could be that the port injection will spray at low speeds. So when there is demand for power or increase in the speed of the vehicle, the gasoline injection take over. Then over time, maybe increase in performance, more demand for power, both systems, both injectors stay open for fuel to get injected into the engine. So that's one of the emerging technologies, and we're already having it on some vehicles. At least I have come across maybe some 2020, 2018 vehicles that already have dual injection system.
Okay.
Then we also
2020.
Yes.
Okay.
We also have what we call.
We're getting a call. I think you might need to hold your thoughts. Let's quickly talk to this person. Oh, okay. Dropped call. Please try to make it back to the studio. 09153877127. Yes, I picked your call, but it seems you dropped already. So please try to make it back to the studio. All right. Let's see. This one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning to you. Yes.
Please, I want to ask something. I'm using Sienna 2006 model.
Yes.
But now the mechanic, she told me that when I want to accelerate, I want to move faster. And the check engine should be displayed. So, and the motor, but when I move slowly, she will go just like something's not wrong with the car. Okay. But when I want to move faster, the vehicle just try to blink the check engine. But my mechanic just suggest that when you put the machine to look what happened to the car, the result is the car is going to misfire. It's misfire. But I want to ask just know from you what happened. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for calling.
All right. Yes.
Did you get the question?
I did.
Okay.
He said when he tries to rev up the engine, try to go on high speed, he noticed that the check engine light would flash. Truly, when you have the check engine light flashing, it's an indication of a misfire. And the reason why the check engine light is flashing is because the misfire has every tendency or capacity to damage the catalytic converter. And what causes a misfire that will damage the catalytic converter will be a failure in the ignition coil.
Ignition coil.
Oh yes. If the ignition coil goes bad, now at that time, that particular cylinder will just have the computer spraying in fuel into the combustion chamber, where there is nothing to ignite the mixture. So raw fuel will just pass through the combustion chamber and go into the exhaust line. And when you have raw fuel that is not burnt getting into the exhaust line, if there is a catalytic converter in the vehicle, the raw fuel would help increase the temperature of the catalytic converter, which has tendency of damaging the catalytic converter. In this case now, the technician should have just told you that you have a misfire on a cylinder, and you should check out the cylinder and see what is the cause of the misfire. So it could be a coil that had gone bad or a spark plug that is dead on the cylinder. So what he should ask his technicians is that what cylinder is misfiring?
Okay.
So what is the cause of the misfiring? At this case, I don't think it's a case of the injector nozzle. It's either the spark plug or the ignition coil that had gone bad.
All right, so it needs to check the ignition coil.
Yes, it would have his technician inspect it, but it needs to know what cylinder is misfiring. That's the first step. So the technician just said there is a misfire. It didn't tell him what cylinder this misfire is it's taking place.
Yes.
So what he can do is have the technician tell him what cylinder.
Okay.
So the technician would then take out the coil and the spark plug on that cylinder. And put it on another. Now, what the trick is, he needs to mark the cylinder he wants to take the spark plug and the coil to.
Okay.
Because if he takes the coil, let's say, for example, a cylinder 2 that is misfiring, he can simply take the coil from cylinder 2 and take it to cylinder 4. Now, I note that, the coil, the bad coil or the suspected coil is on cylinder 4. Then takes the spark plug from that cylinder 2, maybe put it in cylinder 1. And now, know that the suspected spark plug is on cylinder 1. Then we run the engine and scan again Now, whatever cylinder the misfire, because this misfire is definitely going to leave cylinder 2.
Yes.
Now, so it either goes to cylinder 1 or cylinder 4. So if it discovers it's cylinder 4, then it's the ignition coil. If it's cylinder 1, then it's the spark plug. So if it's the spark plugs, I would recommend that I change all the spark plugs on the vehicle, because if one spark plug goes dead, then in no time all others will also go bad.
Wow, quite explicit. Thank you so much, Tokunbo, for that. We're having another call. Okay, just hold on one moment. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning, I can hear you. Go on. Okay, please, you might need to make it back to the studio. Okay, 09153877127. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Okay, yes, please, whenever you put a call through, please try to respond. Yes, try to speak into the to your device. So please, and try to speak so clearly and loud so that we can hear you from our studio here. All right, 09153877127. And for WhatsApp messages, we have 0809-9120-777. Please try to make it back if we couldn't have a conversation with you earlier. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Traffic manager Wale from Irewole.
Okay, traffic manager Wale. Okay, go on.
Yes, still at the spot of the recovery of that falling container.
Okay.
I just to alert our motoring public that the other lane that is coming from Friday towards Ojuelegba is a bit slow for now.
Yeah.
Due to we have extended recovery zone, so the buffer end is around that. So we are using the lane from that side for that recovery exercise. So when you are coming from Friday, you may experience traffic towards the Ojuelegba. As a result of that, just to tell our motoring public to be patient.
Okay.
As we are at the peak of the recovery,
Mm-hmm.
and a very short time, everything will be over. Just to assure our motoring public.
Do we have any tailback?
At where?
Yes, you said from Ojuelegba, from Friday inwards Ojuelegba is busy, right?
When you are coming from Friday towards Ojuelegba,
yes,
it's been affected as a result of the recovery exercise.
Yes, I understand. Do we have? Is it
around inward Friday? That is where we have the busy. But we have extended our recovery zone towards the other side of the road. Just to alert our motoring public of what is going on as I speak.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Traffic Manager Wale, for this heads up.
Thank you.
All right, Lagos. That's the report coming from Traffic Manager Wale. Yes, concerning the earlier reported container, that fell. That's those trying to connect Ojuelegba from Fadi. And it's making us understand that they are still working on the recovery of that container. So you just need to be patient with them. All right. So from Fadi inwards Ojuelegba is quite busy, and it's making us understand that they have extended the recovery, to the other side of the road. So you might be experiencing it busy, but just try to cooperate with our traffic managers as they help you navigate that stress. So one lane is being deployed at the moment. Okay. So they are at the peak of the recovery process now. So you just have to be patient with them. All right. Thank you so much for your understanding and cooperation. Right, back to AUTOMEDICS. Yes, the show talks about your vehicles and how you can get it fixed if it's ailing. Now, let's head on to live screen in the building. Irewole Shoki. It was third mainland is a good one. Okay, no cause for worry. Okay, don't forget that the earlier reported impediment was actually somewhere around Unilag waterfront. That's okay, not an impediment actually, but a maintenance work that from Unilag waterfront. That's where we have a maintenance work. But from Irewole Shoki now up until where the maintenance begins, yes, it's still a smooth journey. So you don't have any cause for worries. Even at that point where the maintenance is ongoing, we still have a lane, open for vehicular movement. So there is no traffic whatsoever, no build up. So just ensure you keep it within speed limit. Okay, and let's also see Ikosi. Ikosi, it was K2, is also looking quite good. Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, especially those connecting from Tinubu Way. As it was Lagos, right? Don't forget we have traffic lights alternating there. You just have to obey, that light there. Just have to. Right, so let's also see Oshodi. Under bridge is quite good, aside few bus stop activities and yellow buses doing their thing, so just try to cooperate with them as well. And also have Ijaye. Ijaye is looking quite good as well. All right, the impediment is negative and traffic lights doing fine. Right, so connecting Wemco from Latif Jakonde is also looking quite appreciable. So just ensure you keep it within speed limit within the metropolis. Okay. Right, we have questions here for Tokunbo. We've not completed our conversation yet. So Tokunbo, let's wrap up on that.
All right. So the next one is, it's not really an injection system. But, well, I won't say it's it's not a full injection system.
Yes.
It's what we call water injection. Now, it's not like you have water injecting, because I saw a video recently online concerning this particular one. It's not about having water injected into the combustion chamber to burn or to use a replacement of fuel. It's the system sprays small amounts of water into the engine's combustion chamber to cool down that combustion chamber.
Okay.
And this is used in high performance engine. I think the vehicle I know uses it is a BMW. They use it to cool down the engine just to reduce the high temperature in the combustion chamber, especially when the engine is going, when the vehicle is going at very high speed. And most times the advantage of this is to prevent electrical knock in the engine. And it also helps to reduce the development of this particular gas. It's an emission gas which we call oxides of nitrogen, and this is always generated when you have very high temperature in the combustion chamber. So the manufacturers of this vehicle decided to inject small amount of water, mist of water, into the combustion chamber just to reduce the temperature when the engine is running.
Small amount of water.
Yes.
Man, are you sure it's not going to affect,
That's why I said small. It's like mist of water, just little spray of water into the engine, and it's water injection system. That's what we call it, and just to help to reduce the high temperature you have in the combustion chamber.
Okay, so that means we have a dual injection system now. And
we also have water injection engines.
So that's the latest technology.
Technologies.
Imagine, or
I would say latest technology, because we already have them.
We already have them in vehicles.
Exactly.
Vehicles already have them installed in their vehicles. Can they be installed, or can any of us two be installed?
Well, most times it's better to have it manufacturer fitted from the vehicle, because if you want to have it installed, there will be a lot involved. I don't think there's anything you cannot retrofit when it comes to your vehicle, but there's a lot. Then another thing is you might not find the parts that you need in this part of the world. Because I know of somebody trying to convert a internal combustion engine to electric vehicles. We're still on it. I told the person, I'm going to help you with the research, because the person is not in Lagos, and I said, but it's going to take a lot, because finding the parts is going to be very interesting.
I hope it will not be a case of when you now convert it, now the vehicle will now be...
It will work.
This is that.
I will tell you that it will work.
Okay. Well, if you can beat your chest to it, I don't have any problems with that. Yes, I can always trust your judgments, since as long as it's AUTOMEDICS, I can always, because, you are a certified, auto expert, so no cause for worries on that. All right, so that's where we're going to, wrap up on our conversation, yes, regarding injection system in vehicle. So it's either you go for the dual or you go for the other one, which is the water. Okay, so that's the current trend now when it comes to injection system in automobiles. So you can always contact your mechanic. Yes, if you want to carry out a conversion, like Tokunbo said. Right, so we're getting the call. Let's take it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
I drive the 350.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember I've not driven when I'm driving around Highlander. Almost 3 years, I did not add water to the reservoir. What is my 350? Almost every day I must add small water to the reservoir. What is really important?
Okay, you can listen from the radio.
All right.
Okay, better. Okay.
All right. If you have to top up water or coolant every day, there is a leak, and it's just for you to find out the leak. He said he drove Islander for 3 years and he didn't notice. He didn't have to add water on the reservoir, but now he's always having to top up water every day. So there is a possible leak. The leak is not yet major. That's why the water is just going down a little. When it's a major leak, if you drive for a long time, you might experience some overheating on the vehicle by the time the water goes down. So what you can do is just have your technician do a cooling system pressure test. If your technician does not have it, you can bring it down to our workshop. Let's do a cooling system pressure test on the system. And so that way we'll be able to find out where the water is leaking out from. So once we're able to find out where the water is leaking out from, we'll let you know. And so you do a replacement. Most times, some persons will just tell you to go ahead and change the radiator. But I will tell you that it's not only the radiator that can leak. You could have a leak around the water hoses. You could have a leak around the water pump outside. You could have a leak around the thermostat outside as well.
Okay.
So anywhere around the cooling system, one could experience leaks. So it's best for you to pressurize the system and find out where that minor leak is before it becomes a major one.
All right. Find out where that minor leak is, yes, before it escalates. Right. 09153877127 and 00991207777. These numbers afford you the opportunity to speak directly with Tokunbo Adegoju, an auto senior expert. All right, and you can also send your question to our WhatsApp page if you don't mind. Okay, let's take another question from WhatsApp. This person says, Tokunbo, I love your explanation. I guess this person is referring to that issue of the misfiring and the coil and what have you. It says, I love your explanation. You are too good. Love you. Yeah, don't let it stop there. Yes, keep appreciating her, whichever way you can.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Right. And the next message here is, before we take that, let's quickly take this update. All right, on Irewole Axis, men of Build Well Construction Company are currently working on Marine Beach Bridge. So it's cutting off by 50%, all right, of the location. It's not affecting traffic for now, all right, on Marine Beach. All right, Marine Beach Bridge. So please, you need to take cognizance of it. It's not affecting movements. Okay, yes, and I can see from the picture it's not really affecting the flow of traffic. Right. Let's take another one. Okay, is there any other one? Okay, not for now. Right, this question reads, I drive Honda Accord 2005. Please, I need your professional advice this time. I'm trying to move 3 kg cylinder of gas from Lagos to Ibadan. How can I make it safe to my destination? Can I use AC? Can I use AC? I don't know.
What's your advice? The question?
He says he drives an Honda Accord 2005. I need your professional advice this time. I'm trying to move a 3 kg cylinder of gas from Lagos to Ibadan. How can I make it safe to my destination? 3 kg. I don't know.
Okay, I think what the person is saying is it's not about the person is not driving a vehicle that is gas powered.
Okay.
But he wants to move a cylinder, maybe of cooking gas with 3 kg of gas in it to Ibadan. And so he's saying that how best can he move it? Does he have to put on AC and the likes?
Okay.
So I think one thing you want to do is, though it's not safe for you to carry something like that because of the risk of you're going to go through bombs and the likes. So what I would advise is, if it's best for you to maybe find a way to get out that the gas you have. That's the gas you have in the cylinder. Let it be an empty cylinder. That's the best and that's the safest way.
Okay, should be empty.
Yes, the cylinder should be empty because what he's saying is that I think it has 3 kg of gas in the cylinder.
Yes.
He wants to move it, and it's not the safest thing to do. So it's for you to be safe. It's best for you to get out the gas. I think those that there are some persons that can actually take out that gas and put it in another cylinder, maybe for somebody else to use here in Lagos.
Okay.
And that way you will know you're carrying an empty cylinder. Once you get to Ibadan, you would always have an opportunity to refill the cylinder. So I think it's best for you to just make the cylinder empty, and that way you can move it and travel safely. You wouldn't have issues to bother about the safety of the vehicle. And even when you want to move the cylinder, it's best for you to ensure that it is fastened in a position. Maybe if you're going to be traveling alone, you can have the if you put it in the inside the vehicle, make the front seat, hold it in place on the back seat. That way it won't have to roll over. And if you also want to secure it in the boot, there are ways you can secure it firmly in the boot so that it will not have to move. But it's best for you to ensure that there is no gas in the cylinder.
Beautiful. All right, so Tokunbo says it's not safe for you to actually travel with that cylinder filled with gas. So it's better you empty it, let it be empty it while you travel, and you can always, refill it when you get to your destination. I think it's actually better that way. So we don't put ourselves in harm's way, because we want to do some things, right? Okay, now this next question here, it reads, I scanned my Honda Pilot 2008 and that has D lights flashing. The rewire eventually gave me code 1503 without any P or other alphabet. I don't know. There are different mechanics out there. I tell you, Chevy is code you want. I took it for another scan. Okay, nothing came out. My BSA triangle VTU 4 light is now on. The motor now jags forward when driving. He has changed the transmission oil. Can you imagine? Maybe this even allowed the thing to cool down. And cleaned switches. I told him it is solenoid. They said no. This you see some people now, because they listen to AUTOMEDICS, they are better. They even know better than even their mechanics. Yeah, you can imagine. So now some mechanics, up to now, some mechanics don't even know there's something called codes when you scan. Like you scan. There was a day I was talking to somebody stylishly. I asked him, I said, did you scan this exact scan? The way he asked that scan, like, you can always tell when somebody is hearing something for the first time, like scan, do you know what you are saying? Do you think we are in the hospital or something? So I just allowed it to start. I didn't even see any. When I said that this person does not understand what I'm saying. So now this person, he want code. So he gave me code 5-03. That's the code. So let's interpret it, Tokunbo.
No, well, I won't be able to interpret this.
You have to interpret this from. It's a mechanic that gave her.
So what I would advise the person to do is, I think the second scan they did, the person did only a scan on the engine.
Okay.
So use the scanner that can scan only the engine, and that's why they didn't get any other fault code. Because if you have the VSA light, the daylight is flashing, and the VTM4 light is on.
Exactly.
You would have to have fault codes. There's no way you would have fault codes. Okay. So what you can do is, you would have to employ the services of another technician. Now, you will insist that they use a scanner that can do an all-system scan, not an OBD scanner that will scan only the engine. So you do an all-system scan. Then let's see the fault code. The VTM4 will have its own fault codes. There will be fault codes on the engine, and if there is no fault code on the engine, there will be fault code on the transmission. So the fault codes are what we'll deal with. Now, this one for 15/03 is not something new. I know that yes, Honda would always have something like this, but after this number, there will be a P code or a C code or a D an A code. You would find a U code, sorry. You will find those codes after this number. I know that that's the way Honda used to generate its own fault codes, but there would always be the P codes or the B codes after this number. So it's just that the mechanic wasn't paying attention, and he just gave you, because you demand for a code, and he gave you a code that you wanted.
Exactly.
And so it will just, it's better it takes it to a standard workshop. You can bring it to our workshop. Let's take a look at it. If it's close by to any of our centers, you can just take it down there. They will scan, and they will give him, they would even print out its report for him, so he will be able to have access to its fault codes.
Okay, yes, that's explicit. So let's move on. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Let me reiterate some of the reports I have here. Don't forget that we have men of Buildwell Construction Company working on Marine Beach Bridge. So 50% of the road has been cordoned off. It's not affecting traffic for now. Yes, of course, we don't have high influx, and we have a few vehicles plying that route now. All right, concerning the earlier reported container, all right, at Abati Barracks in West Fadi, all right, we have a recovery still ongoing. So they are at the peak of the recovery process. So Fadi in Wazujeleba is busy right about now, but we have our traffic managers, well positioned, right? So one lane is being deployed right now for vehicular movement. So need to cooperate with our officials and keep it within speed limits as well. All right, another one here, is that there is currently a maintenance work going on by men of Lagos State Ministry of Infrastructure on 3rd Million Bridge by Ewinlayi Anowuru. It was Unilag Waterfront, okay. So, traffic managers, let's know, keep me posted regarding all of this details I have here. Please let's know when any of these impediments has been taken off, so we can help our listeners man the journey better. Okay, so moving on to our show on AUTOMEDICS. Highlander 2007-2008. It says, okay, control. Let's take this call from control room. Just a moment. Hello. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is Stevens from control room.
Okay.
Just to add to the earlier report coming in, we just want to give this on Ikorodu Road.
Okay.
We can say coming from Ikorodu end, movement from Sabo roundabout towards the Ikorodu roundabout proper. Yeah, we have it busy intermittently. Likewise, movement coming from Ojubo the end to connect to Ikorodu roundabout. So immediately after that, a good one until you get to Agri bus stop, where you have it busy at the bus stop. Beyond that point, a good movement all through until coming closer to mile 12. Around mile 12 on the service lane, it is a bit heavy, but nothing to really worry about. But the main carriageway is good.
Why is it heavy? Why is it heavy on my 12?
Well, commercial activities anyway.
Okay.
It's the market area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Then beyond that point, a good movement. But from Koshofe end towards my K2, we have it busy or moving. There's nothing to worry about. They're good to go until you get to Ojota end. From Ojota, New Gara towards Odualaro is equally busy on the bridge. But immediately after that, movement towards Independence Sunday. It's a good one. The Maryland intersection is not bad, except that we have a little traffic coming from Anthony towards the Maryland intersection. A good one to go also until you get to again on Nipa towards Paddy, where you have it busy. For meanwhile, we are sure motoring. Nothing to worry about. So our men are out there doing the needful. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, Traffic Manager Stephen. Yes, for this extensive report. Thank you. All right. Yeah, that's one of our traffic managers. Yes, giving us a comprehensive report. Yes, on Ikorodu Road. So now from Ikorodu, okay, it was Sabo. It says we have a busy. Okay, Ojibode was runabout, and after that point, it's good to Agric. Agric is busy, and from there all the way to my 12 is quite better. That's beyond Agric. We have it better to my 12. It's heavy on my 12 years due to commercial activities. And beyond my 12 years is good. Construction connecting K2 is busy, but it's moving. So Ojota New Garage to Yalaro, it says it's busy on top of the bridge. But beyond that point, Maryland is a good one. And don't forget that we reported that there's an impediment, yes, from Fadeyi, okay, in Wozojoelegba. So you need to take cognizance of that. So we have our men still on ground, keeping their eyes on the road and ensuring that that impediment is taken off in no time. So just please be cautious and also cooperate with them as they help you navigate that stretch. All right, so in 153-877-127. Apologies, yes, to that caller. I needed to take this update. Okay, so please try to make it back to the studio. Okay, the question I was about to. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Joseph Kende Emmanuel.
All right.
I'm calling from Akuti.
Thank you.
You see the issue of scanning on non-scanning. But I can tell you that 100% of people that are using a car, it's not as if that they don't know that scanning is good, but it's because of their greediness of paying for it. That is, so I'm telling you the truth. That is why people will call, because a lot of people have scanner outside. They are not encouraging them. How somebody will stand up for you, say, this, you want to play that person. Even though somebody that said they bring the car for scan, how many of them have come? Because they don't want to pay. But if you go to hospital, every test you want to do, you pay. Most of doctors pay. But if it comes for them to pay for the scan, hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yes, if it comes for them to pay, they will not want to pay. This scanner, for you to be able to use the scanner, you have to learn it. You also use your money to buy it. But they are not ready to pay.
It's true.
They are not ready to pay. They just want to free something, 5,000, 10,000 naira. They are finding it difficult to pay. That is why you see a lot of people cannot even come to AUTOMEDICS shop to come and get their car stamped. Exactly. That is just the truth.
But it's actually better when you know what's wrong with your car before you start throwing parts, because sometimes we are penny-wise and
even though you scan for them, instead of them to pay that person that scan for them, they will pay that person. The person that already give them idea, they will not go to another person outside. This is what is wrong with my car. If that one did not get it, for them to now come back, they'll start running. That is why a lot of people are having problems.
That's true.
The majority of them are not being straight.
That's true. Thank you so much.
That is just the truth. AUTOMEDICS office workshop supposed to be filled day in, day out.
Exactly.
But how many people are coming? You want somebody that is paying staff that uses money to buy scanner that change them to come and scan your car for you free? Have you not seen people that will call you that if I bring my car to gas, am I going to pay for it? It shouldn't be acting the same way.
I get you, sir.
Because they are out there, they are tender that.
Yes,
this I say, if I pick it, am I going to pay for it?
Yeah.
You know, there's some things that you don't do.
Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution.
In this country. I thank God for AUTOMEDICS that is creating aware.
Thank you.
The AUTOMEDICS have opened a lot of mechanical eyes to know how they do business on this feed.
Thank you so much, sir.
I appreciate them,
Thank
and
you.
I always pray for them all the day of my life for the awareness that they
God bless
create
you
on
too.
the mechanics outside there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. We quite appreciate. All right, yes, the show is still AUTOMEDICS on Lagos Traffic Radio at 6.1 FM. Yes, seems that person is speaking from a point of pain here. So let's move on to Tokunbo. I drive Honda 2007 or 8. It sometimes cuts off fuel supply and later peaks again. It also makes noise at the back whenever on motion. What can I do to correct it? And it sometimes vibrates or jerks.
All right. If the vehicle is cutting fuel at some time, I think what I can advise this person to do is first do a fuel pressure test. Now, doing a fuel system pressure test on the fuel pump will let you know what the problem is. If there is the fuel pump is putting out low pressure, it could also be as a result of a blockage on the filter. If you have the fuel filter blocked, this would also cause a situation like this. So you can have your technician inspect the fuel filter on the vehicle and see if you don't have blocked fuel filter, and that would also cause the fuel supply to the engine. Then the fuel pump could also be, if the pressure is low at some time, it could cause the fuel pump. I've seen cases where you could have water in the tank. If there is presence of water in the tank, it would also cause a situation like this. So you should just have his technician inspect the condition in the tank, the pump pressure, and as well as the fuel filter, and see what really is causing the fuel supply to be cut.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll be back. Please stay here.
This traffic is at a standstill, and I'm burning my expensive fuel, man. I tire.
That's because you're still stuck on petrol. Haven't you heard about the new trend?
What's new trend, bro?
It's compressed natural gas, CNG.
CNG? Haven't you heard that it is not safe? I beg you, I dey fear.
Don't mind Mongers, Joe. CNG is very safe and very cheap.
Really? Okay then, how do I convert my car to CNG?
Well, it's easy. Just visit any AUTOMEDICS center across Lagos and they'll switch your car to CNG safely and efficiently. Say goodbye to high fuel cost and hello to compressed natural gas, CNG, the cleaner, greener, and cost-effective way to drive. Convert your car to CNG today at any of our AUTOMEDICS centers across Lagos and reduce your fuel cost by 80%. CNG is safe and reliable. Our installation kits are from Europe and comes with 1-year warranty, and financial backup plans are available with flexible payment options to assist vehicle owners who want to key into the CNG initiative. We also offer after-sales service. So what are you waiting for? Join thousands of drivers making the switch to CNG today. Call now on 0803-829-2296 or visit www.automedicsafrica.com. Drive clean, save money.
All right, welcome back. Yes, the show is still AUTOMEDICS, and before we wrap up things on the show this morning, I'm just getting this update that recovery finally over. Any moment from now, where the road will be open for vehicular movement from Abati towards Domalong en route Fadi. Okay, that's the latest. Thank you so much, traffic managers, for this heads up. All right, yes, this is the size of our package today on AUTOMEDICS. Thank you so much for calling to the show, and also want to appreciate all our traffic managers, supplying us with timely traffic report. Thank you so much for doing a good job. Yes, big ups to our social media team. Thank you so much, Remy Aluko. And I also want to give a shout out to Terry Victor and our executive producer, Tayo Akone. Thank you so much, Tokunbo Adegoju. My name is Aderonke Irewole. See you tomorrow.